Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. My name is Dr. Farhan Sadiq from Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Faculty of Pharmacy, Bahauddin Zikri University, Multan. Today we will start from infrared spectroscopy. So what is infrared spectroscopy? It is the study of interaction between infrared radiations and matter. Infrared radiations refers broadly to that part of electromagnetic spectrum between visible and microwave region. Here we can see that infrared region is between visible region and the microwave region, and this region mostly includes the molecular vibrations. As we goes up from radio waves to the gamma rays, the energies also increase, which means at the top there is higher frequencies and shorter wavelengths, and at the bottom there are lower frequencies and longer wavelengths. So infrared is just between visible and microwave region. Infrared spectroscopy, we will start from the introduction of spectroscopy. In spectroscopy is the study of interaction of matter with the electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic radiation displays the proportion of both particles and waves. The particle component is called a photon. The energy E component of a photon is proportional to the frequency f, where h is the Planck's constant and v is the frequency in hertz, which we denote by cycles per second, or we can say that E is equal to hv. The term photon is implied to mean a small massless particle that contains a small wave packet of electromagnetic radiation or light. We will use this terminology in the course. Because the speed of light c is constant, the frequency and number of cycles of the wave per second can complete in the same time must be inversely proportional to how long the oscillation is or wavelength. This we can see that P is equal to C over lambda, and here E is equal to Planck's constant h and V is equal to hc over lambda. The speed of light is c is equal to 3 into 10 raised to power 10 centimeter per second. Amplitude A describes the wave height or strength of the oscillation. Because the atomic particles in matter also exhibit wave and particle properties, though opposite in how much electromagnetic radiation can interact with matter in two waves. One is collision, particle to particle collision, in which the energy is lost as heat and movement. The other is coupling. The wave property of the radiation matches the wave property of the particle and couple to the next higher quantum mechanical energy level. In IR spectroscopy introduction, the entire electromagnetic spectrum is used by the chemist. In frequency, we can represent this in hertz. In wavelength, we can represent this in nanometers. In energy, we can use this kcal per mole as a unit. Here is our IR spectrum, which includes molecular vibrations. The IR spectroscopic process. The quantum mechanical energy levels observed in IR spectroscopy are those of molecular vibrations. We perceive this vibration as heat. When we say a covalent bond between two atoms is of certain length, we are citing an average because the bond behaves as if it were a vibrating spring connecting the two atoms, as we can show with this diatomic molecule, which is acting like a oscillating spring. For a simple diatomic molecule, this model is also easy to visualize. There are two types of bond vibrations. The one is stretching, the other is bending. Stretching is further divided into symmetric, as we can see that symmetric motion along the same axis, while it is also divided into asymmetric, in which one stretch and the other not, while the other stretch and the previous one not. There is other bending, which is also divided into scissoring, rocking, twisting, and wagging, while scissoring and rocking behaves in plane and twisting and wagging behaves out of the plane, as we can see with this animation also. The covalent bond which oscillates due to the oscillation of the dipole of the molecule, a varying electromagnetic field is produced. Like when this diatomic molecule vibrates, it produces these type of wave type of radiations or intensities. The greater the dipole moment change through the vibration, the more intense the electromagnetic field that it generates. When a wave of infrared light encounters this oscillating electromagnetic field generated by the oscillating dipole of the same frequency, the two wave couples and IR light is absorbed. The coupled wave now vibrate with twice the amplitude. Like IR beam from spectrophotometer, if we see it shows us after coupling, and after coupling their amplitude increasing. The IR spectrum, the stretching and binding vibrations occurs with frequency as the atoms and charges involved are different from different bonds. Here, as we discussed in the class, here there is no vibrations or no oscillating bond, and here is 100% transmittance, no light absorption is seen, while here the maximum absorption of light is seen and it is showing a sharp band. Here the oscillator bonds interact with the IR light of the same and transmittance, and light is absorbed here. The x-axis of the IR spectrum is in units of wave numbers n, which is the number of the waves per centimeter in units of centimeter inverse. We can say that on x-axis there is a unit of centimeter inverse. This unit is used rather than wavelength micron because wave numbers are directly proportional to the energy of transition being absorbed. Chemists like this, physicists hate it. High frequencies and high wave numbers equate higher energy, is quicker to understand than short wavelengths equate higher energies. This unit is used rather than frequency as the numbers are more real than the exponential unit of frequency. IR spectra are observed for the mid-infrared 600 to 4000 centimeter inverse. Sometimes we take spectrum from 400 to 4000 centimeter inverse also. The peaks are Gaussian distribution of the average energy of the transition. In general, lighter atoms will allow the oscillation to be faster, higher energy. This is especially true of bonds of hydrogen with the CH, NH and OH. Stronger bonds will have higher energy oscillation, like in triple bonds is greater than double bond, which are greater than single bonds in energy. This portion from 400 to 1500 or 1600 is known as fingerprint region, while the rest of the region is known as absorption region. As opposed to chromatography or other spectroscopic method, the area of IR band or peak is not directly proportional to concentration of the functional groups producing the peaks. The intensity of an IR band is affected by two primary factors: whether the vibration is one of stretching or bending, electronegativity difference of the atoms involved in the bond. For both effects, the greater the change in dipole moment in a given vibration or bend, the larger the peak. The greater the difference in the electronegativity between the atoms involved in bonding, the larger the dipole moment also. Typically, stretching will change dipole moment more than bending. The IR spectrum, the detection of different bonds, it is important to make note of peak intensities to show the effect of these factors. Strong peak is shown if the peak is tall, transmittance is low. Medium is shown if the peak is mid-height. Weak peak is short, transmittance is high. Broad if the Gaussian distribution is abnormally broad. This is more for describing a bond that spans many energies. In theory of infrared absorption spectroscopy, for a molecule to absorb infrared spectroscopy, the vibrations or rotations within a molecule must cause a net change in the dipole moment of the molecule. The alternating electric field of the radiation, remember that electromagnetic radiation consists of an oscillating electric field and an oscillating magnetic field perpendicular to each other, interacts with fluctuations in the dipole moment of the molecule. If the frequency of the radiation matches the vibrational frequency of the molecule, then radiation will be absorbed, causing a change in the amplitude of molecular vibrations. The principle of infrared spectroscopy includes it relates to the vibrational and rotational energy of a molecule. When the frequency of infrared radiation is equal to the natural frequency of vibration, the molecule absorbs infrared radiation. Absorption of infrared radiation causes an excitation of molecule from a lower to higher vibrational level. Each vibrational level is associated with a number of closely placed rotational levels. Therefore, the IR spectroscopy is also called as vibrational rotational spectroscopy. All the bonds in the molecule are not capable of absorbing infrared energy, but those bonds which are accompanied by a change in dipole moment will absorb in the IR region, and such transitions are called IR active transition. The transitions which are not accompanied by a change in dipole moment of the molecule are not directly absorbed and are considered as IR inactive. In IR spectroscopy, the changes in the vibrational energy depends upon mass of the atom present in the molecule, strength of the bonds, arrangement of atoms within the molecule. No two compounds except the enantiomers can have the similar IR spectra. When a molecule absorbs radiation with a frequency less than 100 cm inverse, molecular rotation takes place. And if a molecule absorbs more energetic radiation in the region of 10 raised to power 4 to 10 raised to power 2, molecular vibration takes place. A single vibration energy change is accompanied by a large number of rotational energy changes, and thus the vibrational spectra appears as vibrational rotational bands. Fate of absorption radiation. There are three main processes by which a molecule can absorb radiation. Each of these routes involve an increase in energy which is proportional to the light absorbed. First route occurs when absorption of radiation leads to a higher rotational energy level in a rotational transition. Second occurs when absorption of radiation leads to a higher vibrational energy level in a vibrational transition. Third occurs when absorption of radiation leads to a higher electronic energy levels in its electronic transition. These are different rotational energy levels represented by R1, R2, R3, some vibrational energy levels which are represented by ground state V0 and V1, and all these are represented by electronic energy levels, as we can see that some are at ground state and some are at excited states. Two criteria must be satisfied by a molecule for absorption of IR radiation. The molecule should possess vibrational and rotational frequency. The molecule must give rise to asymmetrical charge distribution. There are three main types of absorption bands occur in IR spectra. First one fundamental, second one is overtone, and the third one is combinational. Here there is a demonstration. The sharp peak is after 1600 cm inverse is known as fundamental band. The mixing of peaks is called combinational band, and the very small peak is known as overtone band, where there is very less absorption. What is Fermi resonance? So interaction which occurs between fundamental and overtone or combinational bands are known as Fermi resonance. This means the resonance inside the absorption region with all fundamental, overtone and combinational bands is known as Fermi resonance. This phenomena can be observed whenever two fundamental or a fundamental and a overtone band have nearly the same energy. Here molecular transfer its energy from fundamental to overtone and back again, and so that the each level become partially fundamental or partially overtone in character. As a result, two strong bands are observed in the spectrum instead of the expected strong and weak band. There is an example of carbon dioxide. It normally shows fundamental band at 1337 centimeter inverse and overtone at 1334.6 centimeter inverse. But due to the effect of Fermi resonance, the first band shifts towards higher frequency and gives rise to two bands at 1285.5 centimeter inverse and 1388.3 centimeter inverse. This is the example of infrared spectrum of propan 1-ol, which includes one CH3 group, one CH2 and CH2OH groups. So the line is dividing both the fingerprint region. This is the fingerprint region from 400 to 1600 or 1500, and the other region is known as absorption region, in which there are fundamental bands, combinational bands and overtone bands. Fingerprint region can be subdivided into three parts. The last part is 1500 to 1315 centimeter inverse, then 1350 to 1000 centimeter inverse, which includes CO bond stretchings, some lectons, esters, anhydrides, and the below one is the below 1000 centimeter inverse, which distinguish between cis and trans alkenes, mono and di substitution at ortho, meta and para position. This is the end of infrared spectroscopy part 1. Thank you so much for listening this lecture.